to the right now so we could get more, so Jay could get involved in it.
All praises, all praises. Hey, Shabbat Shalom to everyone at the House of David. As always, a pleasure to be here again. We thank the Most High for allowing us to be together on the Shabbat. So again, we're here at the House of David in New York, as you know, and we're going to continue or do a part 2 of our last class, when evil empires suddenly fall into their own traps. Again, when evil empires suddenly fall into their own traps. We're going to continue doing that. We got the brother Banyamyan, Elder Banyamyan, and we're going to have an additional guest with us today. And I'll explain more of who he will be in our class. All right, but we're not going to waste any time today. We'll go right into it. We want to say, the water for the brothers and sisters that's watching us through social media. If you have any questions, you can ask questions in social media. And also, we want to ask you to like and share our program. All right, and with that being said, I just want to pull one scripture right away. Let's go to the book of Daniel, the 4th chapter. And we'll allow a reader to come in. Please take out notes. Be attentive. And we're going to begin the 17th verse. Daniel, the 4th chapter, and the 17th verse.
We have the book of Daniel, chapter 4, and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers.
All right, listen to what Mosai says there. Just watch what the Mosai says. He said, this matter is by decree, meaning law. This matter is by law of the watchers. Now, you understand the watchers are who? Those are the angels of the Most High. All right, he said, this law is by the watchers, the angels, the heavenly angels. And what are they watching over? Let's continue.
And the demand by the word of the Holy One.
All right, now, not only that, not just the angels watching, but it's going to be by their demand of the holy ones. Holy ones is the angels and also the prophets and us. All right, continue.
To the intent.
To the intent, go ahead.
That the living may know.
That the living, meaning all people may know. To the intent, for the purpose, that all humans, all man will know, continue.
That the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
That the Most High ruleth in the kingdoms of men. Meaning other nations. All rulerships, beginning with the Egyptians. The Most High was there, wasn't he? He was there. He contended with Pharaoh, right? All right. Then after that, we had the Assyrians, correct? The Most High was there. All right. Then after them was the Babylonians. The Most High was there. You know that history? Then our history was in the Persian and Medes. The Most High was there. Then the Greeks. The Most High was there. The Romans was the Most High. He was during the Romans' times, the Caesars, because his son was there. But the Most High was there, his son was there as well. Then after that, you start going into the Dark Ages. Spanish, the French, the British, and as you know, America. Most High in every nation. And as you know, all great kingdoms fall sooner or later. Again, all great kingdoms fall sooner or later. All right, continue reading that for me. That the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
And giveth it to whomsoever he will.
Right, he said, and he give it to whosoever he will. In other words, he chooses who's the ruler in the kingdom. He chose the Caesars. He chose Alexander the Great. He chose Cyrus. All right, he chose Nebuchadnezzar. All right, he chose Pharaoh. And he even chose President Donald Trump, the Most High chooser. But he rules in this kingdom.
But to play the role of the wicked.
But to play the role of the wicked. Okay? Remember, whether you know it or not, life is like almost like a play. Is a play. All right? It's that's why the Bible is basically a script to a play. Even though we call it scriptures, but it's actually a script to the Most High play. But you want to be hoping, or you want to be wishing that you got a good part in that play. Because not everyone's going to have a good part in the Most High's play. Okay? All right, read that again. That's the last precept. And give it.
To the intent that the living may know the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whosoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
And he set up over it the basis of men. Sometimes he put the basis of men in rulership.
The dummiest,
The dumbest,
incompetent,
the most incompetent in rulership. He'll do that because everything is done by the Most High. Can y'all see that? Okay, so today we are going to bring in one of our elders to our class today. And his name is Elder Matatawa. And he's on the House of David Council. And we always counsel. There's several members on the House of David Council. We all counsel about current affairs. We talk about prophecies. We talk about the scriptures. But this brother, Elder Matatawa, as you know, he's the leader of Zion Strong, as you know. They're located in Ghana. Now, he's had the opportunity through the Spirit of the Most High to travel. All right, to travel, not just from his homeland, Jamaica, that's where he was born at, but he also will get to the homeland, which is Israel. He's been traveled there for many, many years now. And he has a wealth of knowledge about that land. So we're going to bring him in today. We're going to be going over scriptures. We're going to ask him questions. Okay. And if you do have a question you want to ask, write those questions down, save that, and we'll allow you to ask those questions towards the end of our class. All right. I'd like to show a video before he, but is he there? Without the way? Okay. Let me just share this video and then we're going to bring him in. Okay. I just want you to watch this video intensively.
fair use, right?
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. Yes, fair use of the video. No copyright infringements. Is only for educational purposes. All right, to educate the unlearned to certain events, historical, current events. All right, so fair use of this video. Give us a minute.
All right, he's going to bring the video up. And I want you to watch close. It's a short video, but I want you to watch closely.
You've inferred that actually the real power base is Israel. Explain that.
Right. So I actually don't say the real power base is Israel. What I say is that the real power base are a collection of secret societies that have an eschatological view of this war. And these secret societies include the Freemasons, which are now called the Rosicrucians and the Knights Templars. They include Jewish organizations called the Sephardim Frankists, who are embedded in religious movements called Shabbat Lubavitch. And then you have the Jesuits. You have a collection of secret societies. And they believe that a war in the Middle East would start a process that would culminate in the end times and the return of Jesus, the arrival of the Jewish Messiah, the building of a one world government. They have different eschatologies, but a lot of their time frames do align. So where they converge is that there has to be a war in the Middle East to kick things off. This war in the Middle East will lead to the defeat of the American Empire, and this will lead to the culmination of the Greater Israel Project, where Israel is able to control the Middle East from the Nile to the Euphrates. Once the Greater Israel Project is in place, it will transform into the Pax Judaica, which is an AI surveillance state. This will eventually lead to the war of Gog and Magog, the destruction of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the building of the Third Temple, the return of the Jewish diaspora to Jerusalem, and the arrival of the Jewish Messiah or the Antichrist.
All right, he said a lot of information in that video. It might have went over a lot of people's heads, but he said a lot of information in that video. But I want to point out two things before I bring the top one that he mentioned. Something about, they call something Greater Israel. All right? You might have heard Netanyahu say something about Greater Israel. If you can pull that image, that PowerPoint really quick. He mentioned something about Greater Israel. What does that really mean? Right? And keep in mind, everything affects the children of Israel because the Most High is ruling in the kingdoms of men. Now, there's a photo. Yeah, there's a photo when he mentions Greater Israel. Yeah. All right. He tried to present this. Something called Greater Israel, where he wants to control Egypt, Saudi Arabia, but also wants to put a pipeline from India through Saudi Arabia, through Israel, to the Mediterranean Sea. Now, since 2010, there's been gas been found in the Mediterranean Sea, whether you know that or not, which produces gas to Israel. So they have to depend on Iran or Russia. Now, there's something called the Leviathan. There's a project called Leviathan. We always think of that's talking about the Bible, but they name this gas that they're getting from the Mediterranean Sea the Leviathan. If you can show that image. Go down or up, one of the two.
And that's what they do. They name everything after a biblical name or reference. Like, for instance, like the military tank.
Mm-hmm.
They call it the Israeli Merkava.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's the Hebrew name for chariot. All right, a Merkava is chariot. So the modern term, they call that the Israeli military tank, the Merkava. All right, so everything that's pertaining to Israel or in relevance to them, they give it a biblical name. All right.
Con. So now you see on the image on the screen, they call it Leviathan gas field. So as you know, in Leviathan, like a big sea creature, right? But this gas field, actually, I think it's 2010. The Israeli government I'm sorry using that word. Israeli government been pumping gas out of the Mediterranean Sea, and they call it Leviathan gas field. So they want to connect that through Israel. That's why they want to take over Gaza, the West Bank, Syria, and even now they talk about Turkey. So they want to dominate the whole coastline. All right, they want to dominate the whole coastline to not only supply Israel with gas, but they want to become the world's supplier
And controlling all the resources.
and control all the resources. So if you go back to that map, that go back to Netanyahu's that image of him holding that map. That map is from the Mediterranean Sea all the way to the Indian Ocean, going towards India. So they cut out Iran, they cut out basically Saudi Arabia. So they're not going to depend on the Gulf states for oil anymore, or gas. They're not going to depend on Iran for gas. They're not going to depend on Russia for gas no more. And then they're going to supply the world and also supply Europe, because Europe doesn't have anything. Okay? So my point to you is these things you got to be aware of as you see the geopolitics of what's happening on now. Geopolitics simply mean when geology meets politics, when nations fight for resources. And that's what's happening right now with Iran, America, Israeli, okay? But then the prophecy is going to come out to play, because now they're all going to be fighting against each other. And as you know, Babylon has to fall, but there's going to be a lot of, how would you say, conflicts, distressed nations before that fall. So this is all a part of it.
And everybody's trying to go solo to grab what they can for themselves. It's what you call every man for himself.
Mm-hmm. How would you say that rat race? They go pull each other down. And that's what you're going to see. All right, now, I want to bring Metathor to the stage. And the reason we want him is because he's traveled. He's traveled to Israel. And as you know, there is bombardment in Israel, Tel Aviv. But I want him to come in and give us some insight of what it is there, what he sees as the geopolitics, how that's affected Israel, and also how that's going to affect us as the children of Israel in Babylon or through that four corners of the earth. So with that being said, we want to say, Dewada, brother, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Probably going to be a delay too.
Okay, it might be a little delay. Are you unmuted? So we could.
Yeah.
All right, we let your IT work with that until he comes in. But let's continue on. And Ben, you can jump in every once in a while if you want.
Right.
I want to emphasize, let's go to the book of Luke really quick. Why he's getting Madafa? Let's go to the book of Luke. Let's go to Luke 21 and 19. I want you to underline the scripture here, 21:19. Luke 21:19.
You got the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 19. In your patience, possess ye your soul.
All right, so Yahweh Shai was telling our people during the time of distress, all right? He said, you're going to have to be patient. But at the same time, you got to possess your soul. Hold on to your soul, your spirit, because the Most High is ruling. He was even talking about himself, because the Most High is in charge of the beginnings times and the end times. So after he said that, he began to go into our history and prophesy of what's going to happen. So let's read what he what he said. Let's continue on. And let me know when Mathias was in.
Verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
So he said, when you see these armies that come to Jerusalem, and we read this a couple of times, as you know, he was talking about the Roman army. All right, Roman, 70 years before it even happened. He's prophesying that the Romans going to come. All right, continue.
Shalom, shalom.
Oh, shalom, shalom, can you hear us?
Can. Yahweh Shem Barakatam.
How about you, the water brother for coming in. The water
Yeah,
coming in.
can. You all on the speaker, so the congregation here listening. So tell the congregation shalom.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Now, turn it up for me. All right, but listen, man, I want you to jump right on in. And I was telling the audience.
I hear everything, though. I heard everything.
Okay, so come right on in, brother.
All right, I'm following after Ben. Gangster Ben. I'm following after you, Ben.
Okay, but I want you to tell us, in your view, as you know, you always go to Israel during Passover. Tell us, in your view, what's really happening over there through your intelligence and through your communications and power of association.
All right. First thing, we want to give all praises and glory to the Most High, Yahweh Shai. And remember, I was there October 7th too, where they say it was the worst in the history since they've been in the land. And I remember I called Benjamin, was the first brother I called, and I said, Ben, these people scared as hell. They scared as hell. And even this morning I was talking with brothers from Demona, and they said, Matatu, Israel is empty. Israel is empty. And I saw the scripture read in Daniel the 4th chapter where the moon is working at. You understand me? This is the Most High working, and the Most High show, even when the spies went into Israel and said these people was dangerous, the Most High still shows that, listen, man, if we have faith and hope, we will get back that land. And Raka, hear what you said to about Netanyahu pushing that greater Israel agenda. And even so, that is a good thing. According to Deuteronomy 11 chapter, where they said all that land was ours. So if he can get it for us, and then when we go, it's not too many 7 nations to fight again, it will even be better for us. But for the brothers and sisters online, they have to know it's a big covert deception going on with the Trump administration. You understand me? And the Most High is working in that kingdom now, just like he did with Nebuchadnezzar, just like he did with Pharaoh in Egypt. And you can see this is a time of America demise, when no European nation follow them. Why? Why all European nations pull back and say, we will not go with you? What are they looking for? What are they watching for? Because Israel have many wars. From we come in this truth, we hear that wars in the so-called Middle East. But this is the first one ever come out and then say Netanyahu is passed away. Do you notice that? Where is he?
Hiding up.
We haven't seen him.
Where is he?
In the bunker, hiding
because
out.
You see, and it good, which you all know, I bring brothers from Demona to the school already. There's no bomb hit Jerusalem. Iran never sent no rockets to Demona. Why?
Why
these are the aspect we have to look on, we have to examine, we have to watch.
Can I ask you something, Elder?
Go ahead.
All right. I want to ask you something. You said 2 things. You said right now.
Pass. You hear me?
Yeah. Okay. My question to you is.
Yeah, go ahead.
You said 2 things. You said that right now, Tel Aviv or Israel is empty. Right? You said, well, where did they go? Where did the people go? If they're empty, where did these people go? These Israelis, where did they go?
Yeah.
Yeah, where do the people go? That's you said that Tel Aviv, there's no one in. They all fled. Where did they go? Can you hear us?
I'm hearing, but it's going in and out. But I'm hearing. I don't know what happened. It was going good till now it start going in and out.
Okay, can you? I want to know. You said that in Tel Aviv, there's no one there. We want to know, where did the Israelis go? That's our question. Let the nation know, where did the Israelis go? All right, try filtering. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They possibly may be filtering our conversation.
Yeah, the Mossad.
All right. So just continue on edifying.
Yeah, but what I was saying, Raka,
Mm-hmm.
Jerusalem. And that's what a lot of people have. Oh boy, that's what a lot of us have to understand. Own Jerusalem. And if you notice, the president house, Netanyahu, it's like less than half a mile. And nobody may know it. You might not remember from the Wailing Wall. Why Iran have not attacked Jerusalem or the Wailing Wall? Because Israel don't own it. So at the day that Israel put a bomb there and say it's Iran do it, that's when all hell will break loose.
You heard he said that Israel doesn't own Jerusalem. Who's it owned by?
Because the military force that is in Jerusalem is the United Nations, the UN. So all those police that you see patrolling Jerusalem, all of them have the UN and their badge. So that's why you see Iran shooting all the missiles, but none go to Jerusalem. Because if one go there, that's all out war. Because all nations of the European Union own Jerusalem. So that's why Philippines was the last country to vote to make the Jews go back in the land. So they all own Jerusalem. So they would have happy if the Muslim could not go there to pray, but they cannot stop it. They would have happy if the Christian don't go to the church to pray, but they cannot stop it because all Jerusalem is owned by the United Nations. And all the stores that you see in Jerusalem is owned by the Arabs. Jewish people don't own one of those souvenir stores. So as Ben, you know, that's Obadiah 2 fulfilled in a full effect. They're smaller amongst all the nations. Because the only nation will listen to them to go to war, not nation. The only person will listen to them to go to war is Trump.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know the United Nations owned Jerusalem, not the Israelis.
Yeah, that's why. So if they own it, why they don't make Jerusalem the capital of Israel? Why they don't put their embassy in America is the only country that put their embassy in Jerusalem. All other country embassies in Tel Aviv, close to the airport. So that's why when Trump said Jerusalem is the capital, Netanyahu, that devil was so happy. Because France don't say it, Germany don't say it, the Chinese don't say it, the Russian definitely don't say it. Listen, we have to understand, you know, even this is a big misconception, you know, because I remember when Joe Biden was in power, he said he's putting tighter bills on Russia. But they give Israel so much money, those Russian Jews basically run Israel. And remember, from Israel to Russia is 4 hours on a plane. So that's why it's that concept. But what we have to remember is, as the scripture stated, we're going to reap things that we did not plant. We're going to live in a house that we did not. I have a couple houses over there. I think some of them might be in Judah land. So me and Judah will negotiate for them. So let them build it up. That's what they're doing. So all that land, what they want to get, even Jordan, they want to get Egypt. They want to get all the way up to Uganda, Kenya, because they want to take it from the Euphrates to the Nile. So let them take it, which they will not achieve it, because that's why this class is important today in terms of Persia and the so-called Arabs. You understand me? Just like I was discussing last night with Elam and Shem's sons, they and Ishmael is at a standoff now, where Ishmael have the opportunity to choose. Will you stay with Elam or will you join with America? Because what Iran doing, Iraq never did it. When they attacked Iraq in 2000, Iraq never retaliated on Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and these countries. But now they attack Iran, and Iran shows some resistance, where Iran attack all these countries. So we have to look at this and see, in terms of prophecy, this is a different war. Because when this finish, if it finish, everything will change in that region.
I got a question before we move on. You mentioned that there were Israeli synagogues in Iran. Could you
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that?
All right. As I go to Israel, and some of the brothers and sisters here been to Israel with me, we go there for feast days. So when we go there, we see many Jews there, right? So when we go there, we'll see the South African Jews, the Australian Jews. But something that I was amazed about was Iranian Jews. So when I speak to them and they ask where you're from, I say, we are the Jews from America. And we say, where are you from? They say, Iranian Jews. I was shocked. So I remember when I came back to give my report, me and Banyamin was discussing the distance from Jerusalem to Iran. So now they said, and it's proven, that out of America, Iran is the second place that have the most Jews. It's over 13 synagogues in Tehran alone. So if you go on YouTube, you will see it. If you Google, you will see it. So the next thing that I get to understand too, that in Iran, you have Jewish people fighting against Israel. So that if that's not confusion of faces, I don't know what else is confusion of faces. So now, as I told you, Raka, I'm looking forward for Passover to see the Iranian Jews coming up to Jerusalem for Passover. Because one thing you have to understand, when you're in that airport and you see those Jews coming with them black hat and them black beard and full suit, they don't listen to those immigration officers in Israel. Because they have immigration officers in Israel look just like the ones in America. So when those Jews come in with their big hats and their long beard, they don't even look on those Zionists there. So most I will, if I make it there for Passover, that will be some great information to see when the Iranian Jews coming in for Passat. That nothing else cannot stop them. So outside of America, the next biggest Jewish community is Iran.
That's good information. That's good information. So again, where does the people fleeing if Tel Aviv is vacant? Where have all the citizens fled to?
All right. From my observation in Israel, the most peaceful part in Israel is that Galilee area, and some of them will go to Cyprus, some of them will go to Greece, some of them basically leaving, because whenever war in Israel, the airport is full. The airport is full. They're leaving. They go to Argentina. They go all over the world. But most of them now, even when we go there for feast days, they will come out their house, rent it, and They will go to Galilee and those other areas out there, Nazareth and those areas. Because if you notice, there's no bombing up not there. The majority of the bombing is Haifa, which is their port, close to Jordan, and then Tel Aviv, where most of them dwell, and Beersheba.
Okay. But no bombing in Jerusalem.
They cannot do it because Iran is part of the UN. So that's why when they say a missile went to Cyprus, they say France, Netherlands, and England, they send military into Cyprus. So that's why even a Jewish pastor said if it was him, Netanyahu, he'd have just divert one of the bomb in the Muslim quarters in Jerusalem. But I think they will do that. I think they will do that because if a bomb should drop in Jerusalem, a lot of rats will die. But Iran know better than that.
Khan. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. And that's important what you're telling us, because a lot of us don't know about that. The structure of Jerusalem, who controls what. Many people don't even know what the West Bank is. That's our land. They don't even know that who controls what in certain areas in Israel. So the water for that. Now, we're gonna let Ben come in for a little bit, then I want you to come back in as well through the Spirit of the Most High, okay? Ben, you want to bring us something too?
Yeah. All right. To water.
Stay right there.
Yes. But see, Iran cannot be totally demolished and destroyed, because what is Iran's sole purpose eventually? What will Iran be allied with? Russia and China, North Korea.
And India at the end.
Yeah, India coming at the end. They're Toms. They're Sambos. They're traders. But eventually, when the pressure start hitting, they're coming at the tail end. But Iran has to be linked up with Russia and China. All right, they're gonna be the guard to Iran. So eventually, China and Russia is gonna step in. All right, because Iran has to be preserved for the final conflict. All right. Now, what you got to find out too, Iran comes from the son of Shem, with the Persians, which is Elam, E-L-A-M. That's the firstborn of Shem. All right. This was Shem's firstborn son, and they was given that portion of that land from Elam, which was Shem's son. Now, when you look at it, Elam consists of some of the people in Iran. Some of the people in Iran are Japhet too, from the Medes. All right. The people in East India, are from Shem, which came from Elam. The people in Pakistan, the people in Sri Lanka, the people in Bangladesh, some of them over in Afghanistan, in Nepal, and parts of what they call Burma, which is Myanmar. Some of them also are children of Shem, all right, which comes from Elam. Remember, when the Persian Empire ruled, how many provinces that they had at the time of Cyrus? How many provinces did Persia had at that particular time when Cyrus ruled? Who can remember? 127 provinces, which stem from India all the way to Ethiopia. All right. So it was covering all of India, the Hindus Valley, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. Those are all Elam. All right. Those are the children of Shem through Elam.
That's right.
All right. So the Most High is going to preserve Persia for a particular purpose. And when we go into scripture, right? Let's go to the scriptures. I want to show you on the scriptures. All right, let's go to we're gonna go to two scriptures. You can go to the book of Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah 51. But let's go to Isaiah first. Let's go to Isaiah 13. Isaiah, the 13th chapter. All right. Because remember, history always repeats itself. What happened in the past happens in the present and in the future. All right. So let's go to Isaiah 13, right? Isaiah, the 13th chapter. And we're going to begin here from we're going to start here from let's start from the 17th verse. Isaiah 13 and 17.
Read out the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
Okay, so we know the Medes were Japhetic. The Medes were joined to the Persians. Now, some of the people in Iran, some are Persians and some are Medes too. All right? Because that's where their empire was over there in Iran under Cyrus. And when the Medes joined with them, they became one kingdom. And some of the children of the Medes remained there with the Persian Empire. All right? These Medes were not white men.
That's right.
Okay? I got to stress that because a lot of Israelites teach that Japhet is white.
That's right.
Japhet is the white man. No, he's not. What they did, they took over the land of Japhet and then they incorporated themselves as being the children of Japhet. Right? But the Medes look just like the Persians. I showed that last week on an archaeological depiction of what the Medes look like. Right? So continue, read that verse again.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against
And the
them.
Most High is going to stir up the Medes against who? Against America. Continue.
Which shall not regard silver.
Salakia Ben, what scripture is that?
This is Isaiah 13 and 17. All right? And
Read
it,
out the book of Isaiah, chapter
Tawakan.
13, 17.
and they said they should not regard silver and gold. You can't pay them off. Like the guy said, he said, there's no forgiveness for what America did. The only way this is going to end when we say it's over, not when you say it's over, Trump. And he said, you're going to pay a dear price. And they're going to pay a global economical price. Okay? Trump talking all that big talk, but he's going to end up apologizing and weeping because America, the stock market, all the different markets around the world, they're going to blame Trump for what is happening. That's why the Most High said they're going to hate the whore and they're going to burn that whore. That whore includes America and the imposter state. Okay? Continue reading on.
And as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
They don't want no gold. The only thing they want now is revenge for what they did to them, killing their leader, bombing their nation, and trying to prevent them from being a nation to control their own resources. That's what America is trying to do. The oil belongs to the people in Persia, Iran. It doesn't belong to America. Okay? And America is trying to prevent them from controlling and having access to what belongs to them. Notice every nation that has natural resources, these European bastards, that's what they are. Criminals, evil. Okay? The children of evil, they want to control your resources. And then when it comes time, they tell you, well, no, you can't nationalize it. They're telling you how much you could have and what they're gonna have. But they should have nobody's control of their resources. Every nation that has their own resource should control their own resource.
Good.
If the white man wants it, let him pay for it. Like everybody else, you pay for it. All right? Continue reading on.
Verse 18. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Now, the bows was used in the ancient time, 2,000 years back. What is the modern day bow that's going to dash the people to pieces now?
Missile.
Those missiles, ballistic missiles, okay? Supersonic missiles, man,
And drones.
and drones, okay? It's being stepped up now. They haven't seen nothing yet. They thought, oh, we destroy all of our land capability to shoot missiles and this and that. You don't know what they have on the ground. You destroy what was up top. But Iran said, they was preparing for this. When they asked the guy, he said, are you scared of America? You could see his face. He was like, He said, no, we're ready. Let them come. We're ready. The guy said, whoa. He said, you what? He said, yes, we're ready.
Mhm.
They've been preparing for this for years,
20 years.
more than 20 years. Okay?
And like we were saying earlier, statistics show that Iranians are not dumb people. They said the literacy rate is 90% in Iran. These people are educated, smart, disciplined. That's the spirit they got on them. So they're not just no pushovers. They're much smarter than the congressmen and senators that we have here in America.
That's an ancient empire.
Ancient empire.
Yeah, Caleb. Yes.
Yeah, if you remember, he said he was always going to wipe.
He's gonna wipe them off, and he had a surprise for them. He called the weapon of peace, which was that bomb he had for them. Okay, and they said we not gonna wipe them. Yes.
Ambassador of peace. Ambassador of peace.
Right, the ambassador of peace, and they probably have it still on the ground, waiting for the last option. See, they have two options. Either you wipe out the imposter state and you totally close off the Strait of Hormuz. Okay? And that's the final card to play this game. All right? So finish reading on.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Mm-hmm.
Their eyes shall not spare children.
And they want revenge. They want revenge, and they're going to get their pound of flesh. Continue.
Verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
See what it says? It shall be when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. This is a future prophecy. All right, go ahead.
Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited.
Now, let me stop right there. Is ancient Babylon inhabited today? Yes, ancient Babylon is inhabited today. So that was not referring to ancient Babylon. It's referring to this modern day Babylon. Okay, read that verse again.
Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it dwell in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tents there.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
Mm-hmm.
But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there.
That's a future prophecy, like you said in Isaiah 34. All right, and we're going to read that to show you too. All right, go ahead.
And their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
Mhm. These are all the animals of the desert, snakes, scorpions. All right, continue.
Verse 22. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces.
Mm-hmm.
And her time is near to come.
See, and her time is near to come. All right, continue.
And her days shall not be prolonged.
It's not going to be prolonged. We're moving, the gears are being shifted now. Okay, go to Isaiah 34. And then we go to back to Jeremiah 51. Isaiah 34. Let me share this in Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34, right? And start here from the 8th verse.
We are in the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and 8. For it is the day of the Most High's vengeance.
That's the day of the Most High's vengeance. Continue.
And the year of recompense
Mm-hmm.
for the controversy of Zion.
What is the controversy of Zion? What is that controversy? Who are the real children of Israel?
That's right.
That's the controversy.
That's right.
Who are the real children of Israel? Is it Benjamin Netanyahu and his people, or is it the so-called Black Americans and the other people who are scattered to the diaspora?
Can we ask Matatua, when he travels to Israel, how does they treat us when
Right.
they come?
You heard that, Matatua?
Matatua, can you share that info? When you travel and you tell them who you are,
Yeah, come on, repeat.
how do they treat you when you come over and you tell them that you are an Israelite a Jew from America or the Caribbean, how do they treat you there?
All right. The first thing is a sense of fear, because they shocked that we know who we are, because everybody know who we are. So the greatest deception is, Banyamin can testify of that too. When he was there, they mentioned Kushani, and Ben have to say, who they have if you're calling Kushani? And they were shocked. Oh, you know Hebrew. Oh, you know Hebrew. So Banyamin said, don't worry about that. So the first sense of shock. And when I went there, I think the second time, they came to me and asked me if I was GMS. And I have witness for that. Tazawar was with me. They came and said, are you all GMS? Are you all the one teaching at the train station? So I said, no, I'm not GMS, but they're our brothers. You understand me? So the first sense they see is shock. Why you're coming to Israel? Why you're here? You understand me? So that's a sense of discomfort, right? So that's the first thing they see on their face is shock.
And can I say to
So that's why I even tell, yes, Ben.
And when they saw you, they said, you Goliath. You Goliath. They got scared.
Yes, they call me Goliath. Yeah, they call me Goliath. So I asked them, I said, why can't I be King David? Why have to be Goliath?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between how they treat the people in Damonia versus you? Matatua.
He got a question for you, Matatua. Give him the mic. Give him the mic.
Matatua.
Oh, he's froze. Okay. But they know who we are.
Right.
We just don't know who we are. We just don't know who we are. But they know who we are. All the nations know who we are in the Caribbean and in America. They know who we are. They know who we are throughout the different land in the South America. They know who we are. Is he back? All right. Okay. All right. When he comes back. Okay, Ben, continue.
Okay, continue. Isaiah 34 and 8.
Read out the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 8. For it is the day of the Most High's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
So who the controversy? Who are the real Hebrew Israelites?
That's right.
That's the controversy. Continue.
Verse 9. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch.
So you know what's pitch, right? Tar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all that oil and all that stuff is gonna be burnt up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Continue.
the dust thereof into brimstone.
Into brimstone. The dust is gonna be like brimstone.
Sulfur.
Sulfur, just like when you go to Sodom and Gomorrah, you pluck it, you could smell the sulfur. And you light it, it will light up. Okay? You could smell the sulfur over there in Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? Continue.
And the land thereof shall become burning pitch.
See, it's gonna become a burning pit, fire. A lake of fire. All right? Continue.
Verse 10. It shall not be quenched night nor day.
For a long period of time. Continue.
The smoke thereof shall go up forever.
Man, I just get kicked out.
To generation. It shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and
I think they're reading Isaiah 34 now.
This is all oil that's burning.
Oil, gas, everything that's there, man. All right, the natural resources there, mainly from the oil and all that different flammable gas and stuff that's in the earth. Right? Yes.
Matak was back.
Yeah, can. It just trip out.
Okay, continue on. Your question.
Yeah, so that's why they more fear and they call Goliath. And there was a event we have over there too, Raka with Tazadak brother, Kartaziah, went to the Jordan. And when we went to the Jordan, we went to get a bath in the Jordan. And when we went there, he was blowing the shofar. And the white military woman came to him with his gun and everything and said, sir, could you please stop blowing the shofar? So Kartaziah said, why? She said, like, when you blow it, it's like the mountain caving in on us. And everybody leave the Jordan that day for us. By just blowing the shofar. So when they see
Yeah. You still there? Mm-hmm.
As I say, it's a sense of fear when they see us come back there. But as Moses sent spies in the land, we the spies that go back there this time around, where we can see the difference, and we learn a lot by going there, because by being a Babylon, Jamaica, we would believe that the Jews own Jerusalem.
They don't.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So continue. Yeah.
Verse 11.
What scripture you're reading, Ben? My internet going in and out, so I'll just follow.
Okay. All right.
Verse 11. But
What
the
scripture you're
conqueror
reading?
And the bittern,
Isaiah 34:11.
but the conqueror and the bittern shall possess it.
Showing the future of Babylon the Great. All right. Continue.
The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom.
Who is that talking about? When he said they shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, what is that talking about? The elites is going to be calling back. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody here? Anybody alive?
Call out.
They're calling to see who's around. If it's all right. Is the radiation clear? Is the smoke clear? All right. Read that verse again.
Read out Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12. No, 34 and 12. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there.
None is going to be there. Okay. Continue.
And all her princes shall be nothing.
They're going to be nothing. They're going to be brought down in that day. Continue.
Verse 13. And thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortresses thereof. And it shall be an habitation of dragons.
Just like we read in Jeremiah. All right. Continue.
And a court for owls. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island.
No, that's talking the wild beasts, talking like hyenas.
Right.
They
all the straight animals that live in the wilderness.
But you know how hyenas and jackals, what they known for?
Scavengers.
Scavengers.
Yeah. Taking the remains.
Right.
Vultures, yeah.
Huh? Cleanup crew. That's the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow. The screech owl also shall rest there.
All right, the screech owl.
And find for herself a place of rest.
So all those animals that are like, yes.
Those are all nocturnal animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night creatures, yeah.
Night.
And they
Vultures are out during the day.
Yeah.
The rest of them scavengers.
Yeah.
at night.
Scavenging for the bodies. What's any remaining bodies that's left? Go ahead.
Verse 15. There shall the great owl make her nest and lay and hatch and gather under her shadow. There shall the vultures also be gathered, every one with her mate.
So that's showing you the Most High is going to preserve some of these animals. All right. Everything's not going to be totally destroyed. All right. That's it. Now from there, go back to Jeremiah. Go to Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51, and we're going to start here from let's start from 25.
Read out the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, 35.
25.
25.
Yeah. And you can read to 30. Yeah.
Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Most High, which destroyeth all the earth.
Who's that? Who is that talking about? Ain't nobody else but these Europeans. Okay, continue.
And I will stretch out mine hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks.
See, Most High gonna roll them down from the rocks. Go ahead.
And will make thee a burnt mountain.
See that? A burnt mountain. It's going to be burnt.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 26. And they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner.
You're not going to have a stone that you have erected. Okay, well, this stone was erected such and such. Ain't going to be not a stone to even erect nothing. Right? It's going to be all destroyed. Continue.
Nor a stone for foundation.
See, ain't going to be no stone for a foundation.
Mhm.
Continue.
Mhm.
But thou shalt be desolate forever,
Mhm.
says the Most High.
Mhm.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 27. Set ye up a standard in the land.
Mhm.
Blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her.
See, and that's the preparation stage we're going
Mhm.
through now. The nations are being prepared for America.
Mhm.
That's who the judgment is coming against. Continue.
The kingdoms of Azareth,
Mhm.
many.
Now, what it says?
Ararat.
The kingdoms of Arad.
Ararat. Mhm.
Where is Arad?
Mhm.
Isn't that in Turkey?
Turkey. Turkey is going to be joined with Russia too eventually.
Mhm.
That's prophecy.
And they said they're going after Turkey next too.
Land on Arab?
Mhm.
But that's Turkey.
Mount Ararat.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, they also said that Erdogan, their president, they're gonna try to push troops, or they said they was gonna try to push troops through Turkey. He's
Mhm.
like, no, you're not bringing nobody over there
Mhm.
to go to Iran.
And then even Netanyahu said the next on the list is Turkey.
It's Turkey.
They're going to try to go after Turkey.
Mhm. Mhm.
And remember, Trump said the next on his list was Cuba.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
he's been in talks with them this week.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Colonel. Yes.
Right. Mhm.
All right. So read that verse again. 27.
27. Set ye up a standard in the land. Blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her. Call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat,
Turkey. Go ahead.
many.
These are all up in that area around there. Okay. Right above Turkey and those areas, Azerbaijan and all those different places.
Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead.
And Ashkenaz,
And Ashkenaz, even Germany is going to leave too and join with Russia too. Okay. That's in the prophecy. Go ahead.
appointed captain against her.
Mm-hmm.
Cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes.
See, with the kings of the Medes.
Mhm.
Okay. The Persians going to be with them. The Medes going to be with the Persians. Like I said, there's still some of them still living right there in Iran. Some of the people in Afghanistan are Japhetic to Medes.
Mhm.
Yes.
No, no.
Sorry, just to clarify, because in Isaiah 13 and 17, it said the Most High will serve them.
Mm-hmm.
Hold the question to the end.
Yeah,
You're going to stir them up.
Mm-hmm.
against
Yeah, against America and against right there where they are over there fighting this battle.
Mhm.
You understand? Yes, Judah, come closer.
Not
Cool.
to go off beat,
Just a question.
but I remember the time when Kennedy was president and the station Cuba. Cuba had the missiles there.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking the reason why Trump made his statement like that, because it's the closest thing to United States as far as igniting something in the past.
Right, but also too, he want to secure that area to keep Russia from coming in the back door.
Right.
You understand? It's all about strategy, tactics, military tactics and strategy to keep your enemy far off from you, control the battlefield. You understand? Yes.
But since Castro,
Mhm.
Cuba's had a relationship with Russia forever.
Yeah.
What we do when questions. All right. They have questions. If you got questions, have questions. Not too much statements. We want questions. Okay? Some questions. Good questions.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So read that 28th verse again.
Read out the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 28.
Now remember, this happened against ancient Babylon. But remember, I said history always repeats itself
Mhm.
again with different nations. But the same events happen. Because who took down ancient Babylon?
The Persian and the
The
Medes.
Persian and the Medes. Now, who's the modern day Babylon today? America.
Mhm.
And who's America up against right now?
Persians
The
and
Persians.
Circle.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a cycle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Continue.
Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes,
Mm-hmm.
the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the lands of his dominion.
See, and all the land of his dominion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And all this people ready to fight. He ain't gonna back down. Yes.
All the lands of his dominion, talking about all the military sites.
The military sites, his
Mhm.
people,
Mhm.
okay, his other brothers, okay.
Okay.
Like for instance, like the Houthis in Yemen,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna be joined. Afghanistan, the Taliban's, they're gonna be joined with them too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Pashtuns over there in Afghanistan, the different families of those in Afghanistan,
Mm-hmm.
okay, they're gonna be joined with them too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And eventually India is gonna wake up when they start seeing that they have no choice. Because right now India is being squeezed. All right. They were siding with America and Israel, getting the oil from Arabia. Then Trump told them, listen, go get your oil now from Russia. Now Russia said the game is over. You're not going to be getting no more discount. You're going to pay the full price now because you went against Iran. That's what Russia told them. All right. So when they start getting squeezed, because Persia and India have a very close relationship together. Remember, that was part of the kingdom of Cyrus. All right. And some of the people in India speak the language of Farsi. Okay. They speak Hindu, Urdu, Farsi. Right. Yes.
Most of them Persian.
In India. Yeah.
Share that screen.
Yeah, they are Persian, but they don't call themselves Persians. Only Iran. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
So even if you look on the map, share that screen. All right. So you see how huge
the extent of it.
Yeah.
The Hindus Valley, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, all the way down further south.
Sri Lanka. Now, the Houthis over here near, they're over here near Oman. All right, on that tip there, that's where they usually are. Or that's where they are. And again, this is all dealing with the Strait of Hormuz.
Right. Chokehold.
We call that a political chokehold. The Most High made it that way. And all the oil vessels, they come from the Persian Gulf. They come around. Arabian Sea, come up through Sri Lanka, all these lands, and come all the way through Singapore, going up near Taiwan, Vietnam, Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, China. So all this is all this is being held up right now. And this way the Most High's got it going right now. All this is being held up. And this is what you see in terms of how it's called geopolitics.
Right.
Okay.
And then you see all the era in Malaysia, Indonesia. What's their religion? Islam. And a lot of them are Japhetic too. Some of them are Persians too, what you call East Indians, like the people in Indonesia. A lot of them are Japhetic too. Okay, Malaysia, Singapore. Okay, you got Chinese over there in Singapore too. All right. So
there's another chokehold. I mean, a choke point right here. They call it the Malacca.
Yeah, the Malacca Strait. Yeah.
So Malacca Strait. So when the oil comes through this way, they can hold up ships here as well. There's several choke points. There's another one here.
The Bandim.
Now there's one in the Red Sea. You got one right here. It's a choke point. And then, as you know, going through this is As you know, this is the world famous what? Suez Canal. All right, that's also a choke point. So you would wonder why don't they just go through the Saudi Arabia, go to the Red Sea, then come through the Suez Canal? For one, they can do that, but it would take a lot of resources for that and time. So that's why they're trying to get that gas, they call Leviathan gas, right here from, and you heard Mustafa talk about Haifa. That's the port. All right, and then there is the Leviathan gas, where they get gas to give to Israel. Now, I'm going to stop you, but Mustafa, if you can, could you tell us?
That say you just gonna listen up. Yeah.
Oh, he's not there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted him to explain more about the West Bank. But go ahead, Ben.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
The West Bank is a strategic area too.
Yeah.
The West Bank, which connects the Gaza Strip and the West Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because right off on the Mediterranean, ships could come in right there. It's easy access. Yeah. All right. Anything coming from Europe, and that area could load right off into Haifa, right into the seaport, into the Mediterranean Sea.
And you can see why they want Gaza so much. Gaza's on the seacoast.
Right. It's a strategic point.
Seacoast. Beachfront. Like I said, beachfront. That's what Gaza. And as you know, if you go to our ancient biblical maps, that's whose land? Whose land is in Gaza?
Judah.
That's Judah's land. African Americans' land is Gaza. That's actually our land. And what about Jerusalem? Whose land is that? Was given to? No, Benjamin. That's Benjamin's land. Jerusalem is Benjamin's land. All right, so you gotta know that's Benjamin's land is Jerusalem. So-called Jamaicans, those in the Caribbean, that's Jerusalem is actually your land when you go back to the map that the Most High gave us. All right, come. All right.
All right. And that's why the United States is sending 5,000 Marines to secure that area next to the Strait of Hormuz.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Don't Iran actually have a lot going on in the Strait of Hormuz right now?
Yeah.
Yes, but that's why they was bombing it. It's an area called Cog Island. The United States was bombing it so they could send in the Marine Expeditionary Team to move in.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way they could get into Iran now, by coming through that strait. All right.
Go put the map back up.
And that's going to be some bloody affair going on there, boy.
Yeah, look at the map now. This is Cog Island right here.
What's that?
Cog Island.
Cog. Now, if you see it, okay, as you know, this is Iran. Iran is huge. This is Iran. But if you zoom in, Cog Island is right here in the Persian Gulf. Can you see that?
Now.
All right. This is Cog Island right here. This is what they bombed. Okay, this is what they bombed. Now you can see you got the oil refineries. We zooming in right now. This is what you see. These are all oil refineries. But they say they didn't destroy the oil refineries because they know they got to preserve something. They can't bomb everything. You got to preserve something that make the land worth something.
Right.
It's going to go right up.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Iran refines a lot of the hard crude oil.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the oil is coming from Venezuela? It was refined in Iran.
Mm-hmm.
And then Iran will ship it back to Venezuela. All right. That's why Trump wanted to cut it off. See, these devils, they know geopolitics and strategy.
Yeah.
They know commerce and they understand that. So they want to cut off everything so they can have that control of the resources. And as Israelites, we have to know these things too.
Yeah.
Don't think, oh, I don't have to know that. Yes, it's important for you to know these things too, especially as an Israelite man.
Correct.
You have to know these things. Esau makes it his business to know these things. All right. But maybe that's not everybody's forte or talent. But eventually, you're going to have to know those things. It's very important because when we get back in the land, we're going to have to know the terrain of the land. You're going to have to know certain things. All right. When you're out in the wilderness, you have to know what to eat and what not to eat. All right. So continue reading on, and I'm gonna end with this part here, and I want to show something else there. Let Malek Raza Raka come in.
I'll read 29 again. No, I didn't even get to it. Reading out of Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 28. Prepare against her the nations with the king of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion.
And all the land of his dominion. Go ahead.
Verse 29. And the land shall tremble in sorrow.
And the land is going to tremble in sorrow. Over there. Go ahead.
For every purpose of the Most High shall be performed against Babylon.
See, everything the Most High got against Babylon is going to be performed against them. Continue.
To make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant.
Go ahead.
The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight.
And guess what? They're going to introduce that draft. And when that draft comes in, a lot of people say, I'm not going to fight. That's what is coming. The Most High said the men of Babylon has forborne to fight. And why? Because they're going to see that this war is for Israel.
Right.
It's not for America. And that's why they say, I'm not going to fight. They're going to introduce that draft. Okay? And a lot of people say, I'm not going to fight for Israel.
You're saying it now, man.
And that's going to come to play. All right? Continue reading that verse again.
Verse 30. Excuse me. Verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their hold. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burnt her dwelling places. Her bars are broken.
All right. All right. So that's it for now. All right. I'm going to let Rakar come in. All right. And then I want to show something else that's going to lead up to that. All right. Because what did the Most High say in Joel, the 3rd chapter?
I sent you an email.
Bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. He said, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. He said, proclaim this amongst the heathens. That's what's coming. Peace is not coming. All right. Go ahead, Rakar.
And one thing I want to emphasize, this is not World War III.
Right.
No.
All right. I want to make sure you understand this is not World War III. But this leading to a culmination of what is known as, we could say, the end times. All right. This is culmination that leads to this. These geopolitics leads to the culmination of the end times. I want you to really understand that. And it's as Israelites, we read the scriptures, we can see it spiritually. With the kingdoms and the nations, we can see that. And again, like you said, the Iranians, or we call them Persians, they're not dumb people. Don't listen to mainstream media to say that they're dumb people. 90% of the people in Iran are literate people.
And they know history.
And they know history. They know history. Okay? Could pull that video up real quick because this can show you this professor. I watch him a lot. He's a professor in Tehran.
Yeah, Marandi.
Very good. Very good. And he's going to show you he's going to show basically their demeanor or their stance towards this war or this attack. All right? Show that video.
Fair use of the video, fair use of this video. No
we will no
copyright
longer
infringement.
accept the status quo. The region has to change. We will no longer accept the status quo. The region has to change. We will not allow the United States or the Israeli regime to be able to threaten us again. In other words, the Iranians will push this war until the United States and the West recognize that attacking Iran is not an option. Not now.
Now, this is what I'm saying. Remember, this is not going anywhere. Hope y'all know that. This is not going anywhere. So wake up, everybody.
It's no retreat.
This is it. This is going to go forward. How long? We don't know. It's the Most High. He's dealing. Most High dealing with this. But be aware of what's going on. It's never going to. You remember, they already bombed Tel Aviv. All right? They already bombed it. There's reports that a lot of people died there. They're not going to show. It's a media blackout in Israel.
And if you caught videotaping, you just sentenced for 3 years in jail. 5 years, yeah.
All right. But this, you got a question?
Yes, lining up all the prophecies. They said the Euphrates River is already dry.
Just a few more to go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Con. These things we got to be aware of. Okay? Continue that video.
And not ever again. So this war is not going to end anytime soon unless the other side capitulates. And even when the other side backs down, there will be changes. Iran will not accept Arab family dictatorships hosting US bases that can harm us. And they will have to pay compensation for the slaughter and the murder that has been carried out. None of these regimes are innocent. Qatar, Saudi Arabia,
Right.
the Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, none of them are innocent.
That's right.
All of them host US bases. All of those US bases have been used to conspire against Iran. All of them have been used to kill Iranians, murder Iranians, and not just Iranians. They've been used to kill people in Yemen. They've been used to kill people in Lebanon in a different way. So this war will end with a shift in the balance of power in this region.
That's true.
The axis of resistance will no longer accept a hanging sword above it. That sword has to be broken, and it will be broken, God willing.
Okay. Now, I have a question to ask you all now. How long did the Persian Empire rule for? Take a wild guess.
80 years.
Nope.
Over 200.
Over 200 years. I think it ruled for about 230 years.
But that's when the Greek came.
About 230 years. The average empire rules for about 250 years. Do they know America is at its decline? Yes, they know. They know because they knew the extent and the time period of their kingdom. They knew when they ruled, their kingdom lasted for over 200 years. Right?
Matter of fact, we got a photo of the Persian Empire. Can you pull that on screen? All right, can you see that? This is the Persian Empire. 538 to 332 BC, give or take. But see how large the Persian Empire was? Cyrus? You see that? See how large that empire is? All the way to master, all the way to Greece. They ruled in Greece.
Yeah.
In Egypt, they ruled. Of course, they ruled Jerusalem. All right? It's huge empire.
Yeah, even they had set up pharaohs in Egypt too, Persian pharaohs.
And how many provinces he had?
127 provinces.
No, I know.
And keep in mind, that was the only empire that did not put us in captivity. They treated us well, the Persians. The Egyptians didn't, the Syrians didn't, the Babylonians didn't, the Greeks didn't do it, the Romans. Every time they came into power, they made us subjects. The Persians never did that to us. All right, so you go back and read that history during Daniel.
Right.
All right.
Love them some Daniel.
Yeah, they love Daniel. But the most I call Cyrus is what?
It's anointed.
His anointed. Okay.
Could I ask a question? Let me say everybody have the thinking cap on, and spiritually, why did the Persians entreat us well? Why?
Now or then?
Back then.
Because of that.
That too, very much, yes.
Mordecai, when he told them about the incident that was going to take place to kill the king.
Right. He was intrigued by Esther. Esther took him off his game, man. Esther took him off, man. You understand? Esther was a bad sister, man. He like, yeah, nothing like a sister. And he didn't just fall for her just by looking for her. It's something that she did that impressed him too.
She danced for him.
She danced for him. She danced for him.
It wasn't no
No twerk.
in there. Wasn't
She
no
danced for him.
him.
But she wasn't naked though.
No.
She wasn't naked. But she did a dance that mesmerized him, boy. She put a Trini wine on him.
Real quick, and the whole year of getting this fragrance, all of that stuff,
Yeah.
like hypnotic.
Yeah.
Hypnotizing.
You know what I'm saying? And also too, what was another reason why they entreated us kindly? Yes, Zachariah.
I would say because when you said about Epstein, they know that's God's children.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
They know that it didn't capture us so much. We was already subject to the fact.
Exiles.
Right.
So they kind of rescued us in a sense.
Yeah.
They took us from our oppressors.
Right. But what do the Most High think about firstborn sons?
That they belong to.
They belong to the Most High. Elam is the firstborn son of Shem. You understand? You guys see the connection. All right. Elam was the firstborn of Shem. All right. So they're going to show that favor towards the Most High firstborn. We're the Most High's firstborn. Remember, the nations weren't stupid and dumb. They were spiritual. They knew things, a lot of things. Okay. And remember, a lot of Persians were magi's too, wise men. Remember, the wise men came from that area too, from that era of Babylon and Persia. All right. And remember, Thomas, he went over there and he established what you call a congregation over there in India, in that area. That's where he was killed. He was killed over there. All right.
Let's go to Ezra. Let's read real quick. Ezra, the first chapter, really quick. Then I'll give it back to you.
You go ahead.
Ezra, the first chapter.
Ezra or
Ezra, E-Z-R-A.
Yeah,
Ezra.
Ezra in the book.
in the Bible?
Yeah.
Come.
That's what I was-
Ezra 1 and 1.
Got it, Rhyme?
Yeah, good.
And when you read one down to 4. Yeah.
Around the 4.
Read down to 5 too. Yeah. Yeah. Right
Because-
after Chronicles. Yeah.
Because, like I said, even it says Daniel, they said he flourished. He flourished during the time of the Persians and the Medes. All right, and that's because they had favor upon us. Now Daniel didn't. If you read about, if Daniel was in Babylon, but he didn't go with Zerubbabel back to build a temple.
Call that again. Ezra what?
Ezra 1 and 1.
1 and 1.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Reading out the book of Ezra, chapter 1, verse 1. Now in the first year of Cyrus.
The first year. His first year of leadership. It ain't like 10 years after. No, his first year of leadership. All right, continue.
The king of Persia, the word of the Most High by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled.
All right, so what he told Jeremiah, he said, Cyrus is going to be my anointed to do my will. Most already prophesied this. So immediately, first year, the word prophecy came to pass. All right, continue.
The Most High stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia.
All right, so that's what the Most High says. He ruled in the kingdom of what? Men. The Most High stirred the spirits up. Even today, you think your president's a madman, right? You think he got a mental problem, right? That's who's doing that.
Most High.
That's the Most High.
So he just playing his part, right?
And by all means, if you live in New York, we already knew the mindset of the president because we dealt with him in New York.
Sociopath.
You remember Central Park Fire?
Yeah.
You remember that? So we knew his mindset. We know, but the others didn't know who he were. Other people in different states didn't really know who the president was, his mentality is or was. But now they see. But again, that's the Most High. I'm just happy I lived in New York to witness. Okay, now this ain't nothing new to us. His mentality is nothing new to us. We know he was a racist. We know that. Before he even came in to become president, we knew. If you live in New York, you knew who he was. All right? But continue reading.
Can I say this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say what? Ryan.
Mhm.
Now, on that point, the Persians, what will they be? In what category would they be classified as? Because the so-called imposters use the term all the time. Anti-Semitic. What would the Persians be? Shemitic. Just like us. They're Shemitic like us.
Right.
So that term that they're using is an inappropriate term. Anti-Semitic. Ain't no such thing as Sem. It's Shem. Okay? And they're Shemitic. And there are 8 families of Shem. Okay?
That's a misnomer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anti-Semitic is a misnomer. You know, that's something they use. But we can't be anti ourselves. If we anti-Semitic, we anti ourselves. It does specifically talk to them. All right? So keep that in mind. All right? They use it as a tool, but it's no meaning to that. There's no real meaning to anti-Semitic. Propaganda, a misnomer.
And that's not the true name,
No.
Shem. It's Shem, S-H-E-M. Sham in Hebrew, which means name or fame. Always corrupting something that doesn't belong to them.
Correct.
That's why they have to be eradicated, man. Get out the way, man. They're always changing things to suit themselves and then got the whole world believing that's the appropriate way to say the name. That's not the right way. Sem. Anti-Semitic. It irks me, man. All right, go ahead.
All right, continue.
The Most High stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom.
Was all his kingdom, 27 provinces throughout the kingdom. Because once he took down the Babylon, everything was his kingdom. We show you the map. So no matter where we were, there was a proclamation. Continue.
And put it also in writing.
And put it in writing. There's a law, a decree. Continue.
Saying, thus said Cyrus, king of Persia.
All right.
King of Persia.
Most like an executive order. Basically, that's what he did. And signed it. Okay, continue.
The Most High power of heaven has given me all the kingdoms of the earth. And he has charged me to build him a house in Jerusalem.
All right, so that's why he said, the Most High said, as his anointed, he said, he have allowed me, charged me, give me the ability to what? Build a house in where?
Jerusalem.
In Jerusalem.
And he knew that.
And he knew that.
And nobody could stop or go against that.
No. And you got to remember, the Persians were not very religious people at that time. You know, there was no one God they worshiped prior to that. Islam wasn't around yet, everyone, at this time. All right, keep that in mind. Islam was not around. Islam wasn't around to another.
I'm almost close to about close to 1,000
years later. 1,000 years later. So Cyrus, there was no Islam during that time. That's 1,000 years later. All right, but they worship other gods. Yeah, worship other gods. So this is a complete transformation. The Most High had to put a spirit on him to realize that there's ultimate one power. All right, can y'all see that? All right, continue.
And he has charged me to build him in a house at Jerusalem, which is Judah.
Which is in Judah. All right, continue.
Verse 3. Who is there among you of all his people?
That was his question. Who, underline that, he said, who is there among you of all his people? He wasn't talking about the Persians. He wasn't talking about, he said, his people. He made distinction. This wasn't everybody. These wasn't no, how would you say, strangers. Nah. He said among his people, because they knew we was exiled. They knew who we were. All right, continue.
His power be with him,
Mm-hmm.
and let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build the house of the Most High power of Israel.
Now you notice it says, and let the Most High be with him, his power. All right, his people bring their power with the Most High, be with them, and they're gonna build the house of the Most High of Israel. Go ahead.
He is the power which is in Jerusalem.
He said he is the power which is in Israel. They know that in Jerusalem. They knew that the power of the Most High is in Jerusalem. All right, continue.
And whosoever remaineth in any place where he sojourneth,
Mm-hmm.
let the men of his place help him with silver and with gold and with goods and with beasts, besides the freewill offering for the house of the Most High that is in Jerusalem.
All right, now he actually financed. He financed us.
Out of his own coffers.
He financed us. We didn't have to take it like we did in Egypt. We didn't have to take it. It was actually given, even though the Egyptians gave us too, but it was a totally different mentality. This one here was definitely free will offering. The Egyptians was kind of trying to hold on to. They were trying to hold on to us,
Right.
basically.
Right.
But the Persians, they financed us to go back to Jerusalem. That's a good nation. That's a good nation of people. They financed us to give us the ability to go back to Jerusalem and build our own temple and worship the Most High. All right? Continue in verse 5, right? Continue.
Verse 5. Then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah and Benjamin.
I underline.
So you're showing you, see what I'm showing you? Who was there together? Judah and Benjamin.
Mhm.
All right. Along with Levi. Levi was there too.
Mhm.
All right. Go ahead.
Then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah and Benjamin and the priests.
See?
Mhm.
Judah, Benjamin, and Levi was there together in the Persian Empire.
Mhm.
All right. Go ahead.
And the Levites with all them whose spirit the Most High had raised to
Mhm.
go up to build the house of the Most High, which is in Jerusalem.
It's in Jerusalem. All right, now, and like I said, that's when Zerubbabel comes on to play now. All right, and he went back to build us. What temple was that? The second temple. So when Yahushua walked the earth, this is that temple that we have built back, the second temple. Now, what happened to that second temple?
Destroyed by the priests.
No,
Was destroyed at the death of Yahushua.
the Romans destroyed the second. That one that we built there, the Romans destroyed that second temple. So is there a third temple yet? Now, in that first video I showed you earlier, they talked about the third temple. All right, question. Anybody know what is the Wailing Wall? What is that?
This is the fort of the Roman fort.
The remnants of Solomon temple, right?
That's the remnant of the second temple. That's the remnant of the second. That's what called the Wailing Wall.
He said the Wailing Wall.
Yeah.
It was a Roman fort.
You know, that's where they go there. You see them. Yeah, you've been there,
Yeah,
right?
bopping the head.
Yeah, you've been there.
Yeah, putting letters in there and putting prolonged prayers.
That's where they go to get brain damage.
Yeah.
And forgive me if I'm wrong, that's supposedly part of the second temple. Some of the remains of the second temple is the Wailing Walls, if you didn't know that. Okay? All right. You want to add something?
No, go ahead.
All right. So, and also in the second, when you read about this, the second temple, which I brought up before, the second temple, the nations wasn't allowed to go into the second temple. That was called a court of Gentiles. I showed that to you before. All right. And matter of fact, really quick, go to that PowerPoint. I think that's in there. If not, I'm not going to use that one. Now I wanted to use, yeah, I'll send it to you. But it's called a court of the Gentiles. So my point is, in the kingdom and our temple, the nation's not going to be in there. Not in the temple. No, they're not going to be there. All right. So with that, we just, if anyone got any questions in the chat, was there a couple questions in the chat that I saw before we end it?
Tell people to put questions in the chat if they have it.
Yeah, if you got questions, you can put it in the chat.
So one question that came in from the end times now. Some have said this war is Jeremiah 49, and other pastors and Bible scholars said it is Zechariah 10 through 15, etc.
Can you give him that mic?
Which is fact.
Take that mic.
Yeah, it's both.
Mm-hmm.
It's the imposters raging the war. Mm-hmm.
Read that again.
Was this came in from the end times now earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Some have said this war is Jeremiah 49, and another pastor and Bible scholar said it is Zechariah 10 through 15, etc. Which is fact. Can anyone answer?
Go ahead, Ben. You said it was both?
Yeah, it's both. Yeah, it's part of the greater part of Israel with Netanyahu to push their control, because they figure that they are the people of the Most High and they're going to take over and rule the earth. See, that's the strong delusion that they believe. You understand? So they're going ahead and say, we're going to take over and run the whole earth, and everything's going to be under the directive, and the capital will be in Jerusalem, Israel, as we being God's chosen people to rule the entire earth. All right? And then you say one in Zechariah 10.
Zach 10 to 15.
10 and
You want
15.
me to get it?
Yeah.
Zechariah 10, 15.
Zechariah 10, 15.
No, there's no Zechariah 10, 15.
What do you mean 9, 15? Let me see.
They said 10 through 15.
Oh, chapters 10 through 15.
Oh.
General.
Well,
yes, that's part of it. It's building up to that. It's
Right.
building up. No, he's saying from the 10th chapter through
yeah.
from 10, but it's only 14 chapters.
Yeah, go to Zechariah 14 really quick.
Yes, it's a build up to that. With the imposters leading the hosts. Because the Most High said the least of the flock shall draw them out. So they're spearheading it, because remember Rubio said, yes, we attacked them because Israel was going to attack. He said, no, he said, we attacked because Israel was going to attack them, and we didn't want them to attack us, so we had to preemptively strike. And he's talking fast. So he actually saying we did it because of Israel. What the hell in American history you doing something like that? You doing something for Israel. So he admittedly said the quiet part. He's doing it because he was going to attack Israel. All right. So the Most High is exposing them, because Netanyahu is the president. He is the president. Trump is a lapdog following him. All right. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Now this when you start, it's a culmination, but this particular war that we're going to is not really what Zechariah is ultimately going to, because at the end, the Most High is going to come and fight all nations. He's going to be the ultimate king.
To put the end of all wars.
To put the stamp down. All right. Let's go to Zechariah 14 really quick.
Start from 1, yeah.
Yeah, you really put. Let's start at 9 real quick.
We read the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 1. And the Most High shall be king over all the earth.
All right, so Most High, he's going to be the king of the whole entire earth. All nations are going to be subject unto the Most High. All right, and this kingdom is going to be subject to the Most High. Go ahead.
In that day shall there be one power.
You said in that day, it's going to be one power. One power, and that's going to be the Most High. That's the ultimate kingdom. All right, continue.
And his name one.
His name is named one, Yahweh.
Right.
All right, this is what Zechariah is talking about. This, what the wars that we experienced now, it's all leading to this. It's all leading to that. Like I said, this is not World War III. This all leads them that we have, as Israelites, we have to pay attention to what is known geopolitics because it affects our daily lives. All right, you know, the gas is going up. Now you see that your oil bill going to go up. That all leads to everything. All expenses are going to start going up now. So be wise, and this is all the effect of it. All right, continue.
Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
All the land shall be turned as a plain
Mm-hmm.
from Geba
Mm-hmm.
to Rimmah,
Mm-hmm.
south of Jerusalem.
So
It shall be lifted up and inhabited in her place. From Benjamin's gate
mm-hmm.
unto the place of the first gate unto the corner gate,
Mm-hmm.
and from the tower of Hananiel unto the king's winepress.
All right, so that's going from Gaza all the way through. Let's go to West Bank. That's going up to Haifa. That's the whole coast and the land. That's basically all our land. Basically, the Most High is going to be over that again, and it's all going to be to our benefit. All right, continue.
Verse 11.
Mhm.
And men shall dwell in it,
Mm-hmm.
and there shall be no more utter destruction,
Mm-hmm.
but Jerusalem shall be safely inhabited.
You see that? Jews going to be safely inhabited. That's the ultimate goal. All right, that's going to be. It's going to be safely inhabited. Right now, it's not safely inhabited. It's not going to be safely inhabited until we return back there. All right. So my point is, the reason for this class is just to give you more understanding and keep you up to date of what's actually happening on, because this war, we don't know how long it's going to. We don't know what the Most High is going to do with this, but it's all in the Most High's hands with this. But it's never going to be the same. The balance of power. Esau is basically on his way down, basically.
Can I read 12 real
All
quick?
right. Okay. Well, because Esau is he already went to his top. Now he's on his descent. All right. When other nations coming at you, like I said, the Babylonians winded. The nations come at them. Romans, the Greeks, all the nations. When they start seeing they can get you, this is opening up to people see America. China and Russia, like yeah, they're coming now. All right, and then you're gonna see all the nations they're gonna start using not the dollar bill anymore. Once they stop using the dollar bill, this is it. This is it. And I talked to the petrodollar because that's holding up the economy. The longest he doesn't let ships come out of the Strait of Hormuz, within 6 or 7 months, that's going to affect the dollar bill because they can't sell oil.
Global economy.
All the Gulf nations sell their oil through the dollar. And what they do, they use the proceeds or the revenue from selling oil, they use that and put that into the stock market. So all your IRAs is going to be affected by that. All right, Social Security, they don't use that for the war. They're using that money for the war. So that's going to affect you. That's when the economy is going to fall. Once the dollar fall, it's a wrap. It's a wrap because then it's going to be and then you got to remember, all of them supported by petrodollar, all the politicians, the congressmen, they can't make policies without that money or lobbying.
And then
APAC.
And then too, he wants it to fall too, so he could bring in his new currency of the digital system.
True.
Okay, which is also going to lead up to what? The mark of the beast. All right. So they try to kill two birds with one stone.
So it's kind of intentional when you think about it, because just like that was Nixon that took the gold standard.
Yeah.
That was done intentionally. That was done intentionally. Because now once they took the gold standard, that means America can put money all the time.
And the Federal Reserve could keep robbing us.
Yes. Because once they was able to put money more and more and more, and now they created debt. All right? Just like you ever hear treasury bonds. You might have like saving bonds. You know what that is. You just lending, in other words, you lending money to the government. and they do it at a low interest rate. Every time, if you got a savings bond, all you did was lend money to the government. Yeah, that's all it is. Same. You lending money to the government. The government has so much. The debt is so it's so huge they can't come back from it. So it's another reason they want to destroy it.
And now with this war here now,
it's going to, yeah. All right. Question before we go.
But in doing this here too, what the Most High is doing, he's exposing them for what they are: liars, wicked, evil, covetous, greedy, a seed of evildoers. That's what he's doing, and he's allowing us to see it firsthand, and the other nations. And when the other nations had enough of it, they're gonna take it into their hands to say, "You've got to go."
Hate the whore.
They're gonna hate the whore, and the Most High is gonna put it in their spirit, to fulfill His word and to burn the whore. They're gonna eat her flesh, make her desolate, and they're gonna burn her. Okay. I want to 2 scriptures after that. Yes. You still had a hand up. Yes.
Yeah. Rocka, I know that you spoke about the petrodollar the last time,
Mhm.
but how did the Muslim nations allow the U.S. to have it done, the oil, petrodollar to be done in U.S. dollars? See, there's so many Muslim nations, and the oil is coming, and the oil is within their hands.
I answer it for you. Easy. Because America controls the technology and all the innovations to bring forth that industry. It wasn't the Arabs that found the oil. It was the British.
Petrodollar.
So the British established the whole empire over there. Remember, the British set up all the different Arab families to run it under Lawrence of Arabia. He was an MI6 agent that went out after the Ottoman Turkish Empire fell. And what he did with the different Arab family, the Wahhabi family, the Aziz, the Omars, he set up families to run the affairs of the oil business. It was the British. Then America came in under the Rockefellers, okay? And they set up the big oil industries in that country. So the Arabs have no choice but to go to the Western world to get the technology and the know-how how to get that oil out of the sand, because they didn't know nothing about getting the oil out of the sand. It took the European industrial innovation and technology to allow them to get the money and to get everything working in their favor. So what they did, like the white man always do, he capitalized and used everybody. Listen, you want to make money? You can make Arab money. Just work with me. We're gonna put our dollar in the hands of your oil business. And you'll be set good too. You'll be running around living lavish life. And they all were living off of the Western culture. That's why they don't want to be destroyed, because they're making Arab money. You ever hear that song, one of the rapper? Making Arab money. They're making money, fist, hand over fist, man, round the clock.
Yeah.
All right.
And what America did was, okay, it's called the GCC. Remember that. It's GCC. All right, those are 6 Gulf nations that produces oil for 20% of the world. All right, give me the Google Maps really quick. Can you bring that up? The Google Map. The Google Map. Can you pull it up?
Google Maps. Google Maps.
No, the one I was using. Okay, so remember, write this down. GCC. Come back. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Salakia, forgive me. And with America, what they did, they made a deal with the 6.
The Arab nation.
Yeah, they made a deal. It was a deal that they used. For, in other words, and also the United States said, I'm going to protect you. Remember, the enemy, the Arabs, they had their own rift about the oil.
Yeah.
Iran was always at the forefront.
Because the British are owning the Iranian oil until the Iranians said, get the hell out.
Yeah.
You're not going to control our oil. And that's why America and all the Western world hate Iran. Because remember, it was America that put a puppet in
Mhm.
Iran to control it, the Shah of Iran. You understand? And Shah Pahlavi. Then the Iranians said, get the hell up, man. You don't want to control our oil. And there's always been a big rift back then against Iran, the
There it is.
US and the rest of the Western world. Yeah.
BP is owned by the British?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, British
Yeah.
Petroleum.
And-
Standard Oil, Amoco Oil, Aramco Oil, all those different oils, Standard Oil,
Mhm.
all right, is owned by the Western America, either the British or French.
Mhm. All right, so look on the map really quick. You can see on the map, this is, again, that's the Persian Gulf. This will all 20% of the world's oil come from this area here. And like I said, it's called what? The Persian Gulf, right? So whose Gulf is actually, whose water is that really? The Iranians, that's their water. All right, but as you see, you got Kuwait. That's where you get oil from, Kuwait.
The Gulf states,
These are called Gulf states, but Iran, Qatar, Oman, which is here, Saudi Arabia. Just 20% of the world's oil comes from this area right here. Now, the United States, what they did, they said, all right, you got the oil, but we need you to sell it in dollars only. You can't sell it in any other currency but dollars.
And you're gonna make more money. You're gonna make more money. You know how to talk to them. They come with that line, convincing words to them.
So and say if you sell it in dollars, we allow you to invest in our economy. That's what make the dollar
the number one.
The number one. No matter where you go, what island you go to, US, everybody uses US dollar, and that's particularly because of the oil that's being brought out of that area. Once the oil stops, what's gonna happen to the dollar? That's the threat of it. And who's in charge of that? Who has basic? Saudi Arabia's not going to fight against it because they're making money from it. All right, in the United States, what they did, they put bases, military bases next to every one of those Gulf states. And what did Iran do? The first thing they did, when the United States and Israel attacked Iran 2 weeks ago, not oil bases, the military bases, and that was a surprise to they didn't expect that. That's how smart they were. He said, we're going to, because that's protecting the region. So now all the Gulf nations like, wow, they knew Iran, they can't beat Iran by themselves. They need the US. So now Iran has recaptured what's known they basically control everything right now. Right? Which they always was. But they never basically flaunted that way. But now they're getting, remember, Iran's only two places you couldn't travel in the world for the past 30 years. That's North Korea
and Iran.
Because there's no embassies there. All right? That's how firm they were. And they know what they have. They know they got the if you look at the land, it's huge. And the Most High got them protected. When you go near, let me go to the map. When you go near, all this is mountains. Most High got this whole Persian Gulf protected by mountains. So the United States would be really foolish to put boots on the ground. They will lose. They will lose. All this is a mountainous area. I mean, high mountains. So where they can see the waters. They got missiles in the mountains. So if the United States put boots on the ground, it's the terrain is so rugged.
And they don't have no basis to
There's
land.
no basis, nothing there.
Move the troops with logistics.
No.
That's why Iranian knock out the bases.
It's suicide. America can't win this war. The Most High got it. You can't win the war.
You need a base. You need base.
Yeah, you need a base
for your logistics to transport food and supplies for your military.
So the water is cut off.
The water, they'll be sitting ducks.
Yeah.
High mountains looking down.
Yeah.
They're looking down. You can see that.
Yeah. Yeah. And the first thing they did, they took out all the military bases immediately. They was thinking ahead. Trump and his
He's a dumbass.
yeah.
Behind?
And it, pull that map back up. And Tehran is just a small. Iran is so big. Look how this is Tehran, way over here, but it's so huge. So all this area, rugged area, and they got bombs, missiles, capabilities, all here. Munition is all in this area here. So, like I said, now is the point other nations see America falling. And everybody jockeying for position. All right. And now they're going against America, especially with the attitude and the posture of the president and the representative from South Carolina. What's his name?
Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham.
Yeah, homosexual.
All right. Hmm?
When they took out the base, the protection of the oil base, who jumped in there?
Nobody.
Nobody.
It's desolate. It's destroyed.
Destroyed.
So who's protecting the oil?
Nobody. Iran he closed it off. All right. So they're just waiting for the next move.
Iran waiting for him to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's set up. That's what.
What's the name of the class? What's the name of the class?
Go to Isaiah 50 and 24.
Go ahead.
Go to Jeremiah 50 and 24. Jeremiah 50 and 24. All right, and then because the Most High is exposing them at all levels. Jeremiah 50 and 24.
We had the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee.
What's a snare? A snare is a trap. A trap. That's the trap the Most High has for them. Go ahead.
And thou art also taken.
And they're taking in it. But they think that we're going to be victorious. We're America. God damn it. We'll bomb you to the Stone Age. We'll make you into glass. That's the mentality. All right. Go ahead.
O Babylon.
Oh, Babylon.
And
Go.
thou was not aware.
And they're not aware of it because they think they're going to come out victorious. Okay. Like they did to everybody else. Bomb everybody else. And yeah, the great American. Go ahead.
Thou art found and also caught.
And they're caught. You're found and you're caught. Go ahead.
Because thou hast striven against the Most High.
That's the reason, because they have striven against the Most High and against his people. Go ahead.
The Most High has opened his armory.
And the Most High is going to open up his armory. Okay? But then go to loose that, go to Obadiah 1 and 3. But the Most High said because of their pride. Their pride got them believing that we're going to be victorious. We're going to take Iran out. We're going to down them, destroy the military, the Air Force. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Age. This is America. God damn it. Huh? Yeah, it's going to be over. It's going to be over. 1, 2, 3. His pride, his ego. Okay, Obadiah 1 and 3.
We have the book of Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart has deceived
See,
thee.
the pride of his heart, his ego, his narcissistic mentality, his sociopathic mindset. Okay, he's a sociopath. He's a narcissist, a malignant narcissist. So that pride. Great America. And you can see it in his face, that pride. And Pete Hicks on talking. All right. So the Most High said the pride of their heart, the pride of their mind have deceived them. Go ahead.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock,
Let you know that's where they came from. All right. Go ahead.
whose habitation is high.
Whose habitation had now jump down to the 7th verse now.
Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Who were the men of their confederacy? The European nations, their allies, right? That's the men of their confederacy that was confederate with her. Oh, we stand with America no matter what. We love America. You touch America, we go to war for America. That's changing rapidly.
I sent you a video.
Okay, Spain already said, no, baby, you can't use our base. Spain said, no, because Spain is going to be joined with Russia too. Germany, Turkey, a lot of those nations are going to end up joining with Russia. Okay, Go ahead.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
See, even to the border. The border of what?
That
Destruction. Destruction. Go ahead.
the men that were at peace with thee
Who were at peace with them? All nations, all people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
have deceived thee.
They're deceiving her,
Mhm.
America, right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's being deceived.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
And prevailed against thee.
And they're gonna prevail against her. All right, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
What does that mean? He said, "They that eat your bread." What does that mean? Those that benefited off of you economically, commercially, traded. What does Jake say in the word? Yo, you got any bread, man? So that's what they did. The Most High using hip talk here. So they that eat your bread, they that was living lavishly with you. Remember the Most High said she have lived lavishly, deliciously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, read that part again.
And they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Mhm.
There is none understanding in them.
There's no understanding left in America. They're losing it.
Mhm.
They're just coming up with anything that comes to their mind. Whatever. They ain't planning nothing out. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, said the Most High, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
And that's what the Most High have done. They have destroyed the wise men out of Edom.
Mm-hmm.
The only wise men are those that tell him, listen, Trump, you cannot win this thing. Scott
Ritter.
McGregor,
Scott
Colonel Wilkerson,
Mm-hmm.
a whole lot of them was telling him, listen, man, this is not feasible. You can't win. Don't do it. But he's not listening to them.
Yeah.
He's listening to Bibi. Bibi said we could do it.
Watch this video.
Yeah.
Watch this video real quick. And the people know it.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I just want to show this video. We're going to go back to Ben and we got one more question. That's going to be it. So this video. And they know that he made a mistake.
A big time
But he doesn't
mistake.
see it.
And you should have seen the one with the Secretary of the State. He was shaking, man. He was in a meeting and they call him, and he like, what's it? And he was shaking. He couldn't even speak properly.
Turn it up. God, turn it up. Now listen to this lady here.
That brings you back, of course, to Trump, who started this whole thing. Brings you back, of course. That brings you back, of course, to Trump, who started this whole thing and was boasting that he was the only one who dared to go in after the Ayatollah, when all these other U.S. presidents hadn't done it, and he was going to be the one who dared to do it. And of course, now he knows why nobody else would do it. But he is now in real trouble because he has started this at a time when he was already unpopular. This war is unpopular. And he, as the pressure increases, he is more and more and more and more erratic. And this is, of course, not a good thing when you have a war going on that is creating such global pain already, when the person who is supposed to be in charge of it is not operating at capacity. So
you see what it says,
you've asked,
Sister Carol?
why is
Pause for 1
his
minute.
cabinet?
She said, remember I told you, Trump, he's the face of America. He's going to take the blame. And you were saying, why Trump is just, he is the problem. Everything's going to go back to him. They're going to point the finger to him because he's the leader. He's the face of America. Even though you got the shadow government behind the scene, but he's the one that's out there to represent the people. So he has to take the brunt of the blame. All right? Yes.
Your pain. The brother teaches this morning everything that the scripture says. What the man named? Pharaoh, king of Babylon. All of these men. Trump would step. The Most High placed them where they are for his purpose.
Right.
So, Mr. Trump is doing his work. Is the MOD, man of destruction,
Right.
man on duty. The Most High placed him there.
Right.
What are we going to do? We have to allow the Most High to use him to do his work.
Yeah, but we have to understand and see what the Most High did. We don't fall and say, oh, let's go do it. Let's cheer for him.
We are Israelites. we're not supposed to.
Right, but the our people don't think that. They think,
No, we're not supposed to do that. We're
Right.
not supporting him.
No.
We only know that he's doing his duty.
he's doing a job as a devil.
Hallelujah.
And we're not supposed to follow. We're not supposed to follow and say that he's doing the right thing. We're supposed to see. No, because anybody will come and say and see what he is doing is total destruction. All right.
Moses. The
Continue.
Most High told Moses, go tell Pharaoh.
Continue that video.
My people,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna harden his heart.
Mhm.
And the Most High,
Right.
I'm gonna harden his heart.
Right.
Moses still had to go and
Mhm.
tell him
Right.
what the Most High said.
And that's what we're doing.
Master.
That's what we're doing. Yep.
But he's the figure, but he's still the man in charge. The blame has to go to him when it comes down.
Okay.
All right.
All right, listen
Okay.
up. Watch this video real quick. Watch this video. Until the end of it.
Restraining him. And I think the answer to that is manyfold. One is that some of them are true believers. But I think more likely it's that they are all people who felt they couldn't know that they couldn't be in those positions they're in without his support. And that this is what autocrats do, is they put sycophants around them, people who couldn't possibly manage their positions under a real meritocracy. And the problem for them is that once they're kicked out of that position, they're in real trouble. They're exposed politically, economically, possibly legally, and they're clinging for dear life to the presidency, because if he goes down, they all go with him. So
you stop it. So
this
basically,
is
that's it. So like I said, when he came in, he the only qualified people he got rid of him. He got rid of all the qualified people. So the top generals that will actually tell him what to do and what not to do,
he didn't want to hear.
He didn't want to hear them. Yeah, he didn't want to hear them. All right, all right. But that's all the Most High. That's like Ben said. The name of my class is what? When evil empires suddenly what? Fall into their own traps. All right.
And the Most High gave me that as soon as I got up in the morning. I wasn't even thinking about it. Boom, F came. The Most High gave me a gift. I could pick a topic right off. And that, I praise the Most High for that. And when I said, Rakan, that's what I'm going to use. All right.
I think he had one. Yeah, one question. That was it, right? You think it's suitable or one ended? Okay. Okay. Give him the mic. Give him the mic. And we're gonna end it after this. I'm good. Unless the spirit come, I'm good. I'm good.
The question is, I heard that BB is missing or injured. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, he's alive. BB is hiding out. He's given the impression people think that, but BB is alive, still underground, giving orders.
He's in the cliff to the
Yeah,
right.
because they don't want the American people to say, oh, it's BB's running things, right? But BB is still alive, and he's doing underground, filtering the orders to Trump. He's not dead.
But his brother they killed his brother.
Yeah. Wicked people that don't die like that. Those evil bastards don't die like that. They're reserved to the end.
Well, it is sources actually saying that, but we do know his brother was killed from the sources that we've seen just recently.
Yeah.
Son.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bombed his house.
Yeah.
Bombed his house.
Yeah, but I personally believe Netanyahu is alive to take away the blame, because the American people are starting to see that he is the one that's running things, and Trump is following orders for him. So in order to put himself out of the limelight, people say, okay, it's no more him, but he's somewhere in a bunker still giving the orders. Okay?
Reason why Iran, maybe a big reason why Iran didn't attack here yet is because we are here. They know that we're the Israelites.
Right, it's not time yet. It's not time yet.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is based on timing.
All right.
All right. The Most High says he does not move nor stir until the said time is fulfilled. Okay.
All right. All right. And with that, we're gonna end the class here. All right. We've been going on for what, about 2 hours. All right. So with that, we'll answer some more questions after the class. But with that, we'll say the word for the brother Watatawa. And we're probably gonna bring him back again. All right, and with that, all praise to both sides.
All praises to the Most High.
And this is the last Shabbat of the year. Yeah, the last Shabbat of the year. All right, New Year's is coming up.
Thursday the 19th.
Yep.
19.
All right.
Both sides New Year.
Yeah, last Shabbat of this year. And with that, all praises.
All praise to the Most High. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.